What up, peeps? Mr.Bones back at you, and it's day 4 of Wild Eye Week, brought to you by Bronco Juggalo and the Super Slash Bros. And what we're talking about is 2013's Morbid, directed by Chuck Connery and written by Chuck Connery, starring Olivia Ayres as Gracie, Richard Chilton as Sky Walker, Brandon McGurk as Xavier, and Ryan Grams as Detective Blostersky, just to name a few. There was quite a bit of people in the movie. A small town becomes a playground to a masked killer, stalking and killing the locals for no apparent reason, with the town's sheriff and locals still more worried about a high school football game than getting to the bottom of what's going on. One detective from out of town must rush to save the lives of a small group of teens throwing a party in the middle of all the chaos. So this movie has a cool opening with these two young guys sitting on the couch watching Halloween and arguing over what's the greatest slasher ever. The guy on the right loves Halloween, says it's the greatest slasher ever. The guy on the left disagrees and says it's overrated and tells him about Black Christmas from the 70s, and the guy on the right had never heard of it. And you go back and forwards till they're done talking about slashers. Then the other guy decides he wants to go take a shower, and they have a badass apartment with a Black Label Society flag and a Dimebag Darrell Razorback guitar in white, which I have a silver one. And there's like a Pantera VHS and stuff, and on the other side of the room is a Night of the Living Dead VHS. It's a cool setup. He goes to take a shower and bends over to take his pants off, and you see a guy peeking through the window, and next thing you know, he's in the room with him, stabbing the shit out of him and killing him. The other guy goes to check on him, and this guy pops out the door and proceeds to murder the shit out of him too. And the biggest con I have about this movie is this part here where they cut in between scenes with this fake ass news shit that looks like a overlay like people on YouTube use on live streams and their videos, where that doesn't even show a TV, it just looks like a layout of a TV. And it cuts to this annoying ass character of a sheriff with this annoying ass accent that sucks. It's like, boy, let me tell you what, don't you all even worry about what's going on this side of town. It ain't even nothing. Just go on down to the fucking football game and watch Sky Walker help the Grundy Hornets make the championship, because that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't even no thing, you know, it's normal this day and age, and these teens, they watching their horror movies and hanging out on their horror forums and their horror podcasts. Of course stuff like this is going to happen. There's a couple times when they switch to this, and I just fast forwarded past it. But the rest of the movie is cool. Therefore, you meet this annoying ass Sky Walker. Supposed to be like, you know, Luke Skywalker's last name's Walker and his parents named him Sky. Sky Walker. He thinks his shit don't stink and he's cool as hell, and he thinks he's cool because he's throwing a party right after a murder and keeps bragging about that. Then he challenges this guy who likes the girl he's dating to some shit called Bitch on the Floor or something, where whoever vomits first after taking a bunch of shots has to be punched in the face. Well, he loses, and then he staggers outside and gets killed by the killer. I forgot to mention, the killer I think looks really cool. He reminds me of Dr. Decker from Clive Barker's Nightbreed. But yeah, he kills them people at the apartment at the beginning. Kills a couple that are parked on the side of the road trying to fix their car, trying to get it started, where they was heading to the party and their car broke down. Shows up and kills Sky Walker, and he's just murdering everybody. And there's this cop, or a detective, looking for him all through the movie. So as he murders everybody at the party, he's chasing Gracie, who was Skywalker's girlfriend, and Xavier, I think is his name's potential girlfriend. She likes him. He's chasing her, and then he knocks her over, and she's laughing and making fun of him and says, "Oh, what are you going to do, murder me? What are you going to do, rape and murder me? I bet that's what you wanted to do, but I bet you have such a tiny penis you can't do anything with it." All the people he's killed, he's never touched his penis or pants or insinuated she had to bring it up. So what does he do? He buttons his pants. And in true Wild Eye fashion, because we're going for that shock factor, he pulls out like a 20-inch fucking veiny ass stick. I don't know. I showed Hobbs when I was researching, getting these pictures. He said it looked like a 14-inch Subway sandwich bun. But yeah, he pulls that big old dangling thing out, and then the detective shows up just in time and blasts his ass with about 6-7 bullets. And she's freaking out, and she grabs a pair of hedge trimmers that he was carrying and cuts it in two, and then sits there and gets blood squirting in her face for a while. And that's the end of the movie. It's pretty crazy. And lots of crazy kills. He digs one girl's guts out with a crowbar and hitting people with hammers. Lots of crazy kills. Enjoyable slasher. I would recommend it if this is the type of thing you like to watch. If you're a casual movie watcher, you would not like this. But yeah, that's what I watched. Peace.